Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all my members. So, Napalm, Cots, Luke French, Danny Cage, Becub, Rupert, Richardson and Interceptor. Thank you all the other Patreons and members. Thank you all the subscribers, man. We are basically at 13,500. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 15k until the end of the year. We still have like a week left, but I doubt that we will get to the 15. It's already a stretch because my goal was 10k. But still, I'm trying to hit 15k. And next year, I will be trying to hit 50k. So help me out there. So let's get into it. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the EJ Kai. A lot of people were asking me to actually make a video about the new EJ Kai. And why is it new? Because he got the AIM-9L's. He finally has a properly good IR guided missile, right? He already had the AIM-7F's, which are one of the best BVR missiles in the game, but he was using the AIM-9P4, the AIM-9Ps, right? And that was kind of lacking, right? And finally, he has the AIM-9L, an amazing missile, but it has some problems as well. It is amazing at doing this, guys, just getting people by surprise. People that are not paying attention from far away. The AIM-9 is just the best missile out there for this. Still for dogfights, I still prefer to get the R60M, to be honest. I still get more kills with the R60M than the AIM-9L, but it's probably just the way that I play. Maybe it's something personal like that, but still amazing missile to use in an aircraft that, let's be honest, it is really bad in the sense of fighting 4th gen, right? It is basically an F-16 right now, but it can carry two more radar-guided missiles, and it doesn't turn whatsoever, which is not far from the F-16 if you stay fast on F-16 as well, so kind of funny anyway. But still, it is an aircraft that has its problems. It's not that fast, it is sluggish, it doesn't turn, you cannot out-turn basically anything. So yeah, it's an aircraft that doesn't turn very well, but it has the radar of the F-16, the missiles of the F-16, so it is just an F-16 with different clothing, basically. And yes, it is very much usable. It's a very fun aircraft to fly right now. I don't think it's complicated to use it, but that's more like because of the way that the missiles are. The missiles are so good that it kind of carries this aircraft a little bit. But you do need to be careful. You really do need to be careful. It is really good at BVR, even though the radar doesn't have the most amount of range ever. You still can get a lot of 20-kilometer shots and kills if you pay attention, if you do things correctly. So it is, yeah, a very good aircraft. Does Japan actually need the F-15J right now? I mean, yes and no at the same time. The EJ Kai is usable. It's not like a bad aircraft. It is very much usable, but of course we want a 4th generation, so I wouldn't like be surprised if we see a very, I don't know, like a very advanced aircraft very soon for this aircraft. I doubt that we will see the F2, but the F-15J can be a thing very soon, maybe during along the next year, maybe like mid next year, because I do think there are nations that need a little bit more than this. So for example, Germany, even though it has the MLA, I still think that they need more the MiG-29 than this nation needs the F-15 a little bit, you know, because the F-15 will be one of the best aircraft in the game. And the MiG-29, yeah, I mean, it is one of the best aircraft in the game also, but I don't know, I just feel it's difficult to compare, actually. It's not really fair, actually, to be honest. But still, it's, I don't know, I just see Gaijin actually taking a little bit more time with the F-15 than with the MiG-29 for Germany, for example. But still, let's wait and see, right? But other than that, it is very capable. I still hope they add anti-ship missiles for it in the soonish future, right? So, like, for example, next patch, maybe, or something like that. As you see, the AIM-7F's, they're not perfect, but they are very good missiles. The main problem with it is the radar. The radar is one of the best radars that we have in the game, but it is a limited radar. You have to be careful with the radar because it does have a very large amount of blind speeds in certain situations. As you see here, the AIM-9L is a problematic missile to use when the target knows that you're there. A lot of people complain about how the R60 goes to flares, but the AIM-9L goes to flares like the same amount, right? So I don't know. It's just a different missile. The AIM-9L is much better at longer ranges and getting people by surprise at longer ranges. And I feel like the R60M is a lot better for dogfights. Due to the larger FOV, the R60 can actually go for the flare and returns back to the aircraft. Does that happen often? Not really. Only more on the F-14's aircraft, like aircraft that produces a lot of heat. But still, it's something that I don't see the AIM-9L doing a lot, right? But it is still funny. It is still an aircraft that it can deal with any target situation. You just have to have a little bit of a trigger discipline, just like you have in the R60, just like you have in other missiles and other aircraft, right? So, I don't know. Does it, as I said, does it stand a chance? I mean, I think it does. A lot of the matches that I was facing, I still see a lot of 11.0s, 11.3s, 10.7s. So most of the aircraft that you fly against are not even using all aspect missiles, or they don't have radars, or they have bad radars, or I mean, an F-4E, for example, it's a lot worse than this one, even though it turns a little bit better. The weapon systems are so much worse than that it doesn't matter, right? So it's, I don't know, it's one of the best third generation aircraft that we have in game. I still think that the Vegan, which is technically a third generation, and the MLD are still easier to use or better to use. But the thing is, if you know how to do BVR, if you have a little bit of a trigger discipline, don't fire too much on head-ons, the AIM-9L's, you will get a lot of kills with this aircraft. Doesn't matter if it's just an F4, right? And I don't know, the way that things are going with the new aircraft, I just feel that we don't need the speed anymore. The aircraft are so fast and they're so powerful that you don't need to be that fast to actually deal with targets. You know, this aircraft is not the fastest thing ever. It really loses for MiG-21 Bis's and F-104s and stuff. But still, it's one of those aircraft that it can hold its ground, right? So yeah, it's complicated, but I do think that it is very much a very, very fun aircraft to fly. And I just think that we need more of these third generations in the game. They're so fun to fly. They're different. It's like the Kurnis 2000. It's like the MLD, it's like the Vegan. Aircraft like this, they are very, very fun because they are very limited in their performance compared to a MiG-29 and F-16. But the missile systems kind of hold their ground, so it's kind of good. It's funny. It's just weird. But let's talk about the battles a little bit as well. Here, for example, the last guy in the match, I was not going to strafe him. I was going to let him just J out to see if he's going to J out. But he was not going to. The MiG-23 there will try to just dive on him and get the target. And after he jumps, because he will jump, I will try to just get a missile shot right after he spawns again. And if he J's out, I was thinking that, right? If he J's out, the match will be over again, right? If he J's out again, the match will be over. And if he doesn't, the AIM-9L would get him. So, yeah, as you see here, he's going to respawn. Yeah, of course. And then I launch a missile. No active players in the hostile team. And then he just jumps. So, yeah, that kind of guarantees that we are going to not have an enemy player flying around. And then we win the battle. Very interesting tactic, but still. Here we have a night battle. A very cool one if you are paying attention to your radar and RWR. A match like this can be very, very much easy to actually get a lot of kills. So, yeah, I try to fire from far away the AIM-7F. And then, as always, they notch the radar. A lot of the players are very, very, you know, they're paying attention. I see that the community in general is evolving a little bit because I see a lot of more people actually learning how to use BVR missiles and knowing how to evade the BVR missiles. something that this guy, for example, did not pay attention to too much. But yeah, that's the main thing. If you compare to the video that I did on the MiG-29, you will see that for some reason, I still think that the ARC-27 has so much drag that it makes the range go kind of weird, you know. The AIM-7F, I mean, they just can go, man. They have, it's supposed to have the same amount of, or almost the same amount of energy of an ARC-27, and it's just completely way better, right? So yeah, very good hit there from 20 something kilometers. Try to just maintain a kind of a close position there to see if he's going to die or not. But then I saw that he lost tail control, so very easy kill. Then I went for the battle there. I was kind of scared that somebody would steal the kill, because yes, everybody tries to steal kills here, but the guy J out. So yeah, very cool. F-14 there. Going to try to launch an AIM-7F. Tracking, very good tracking. And then the misses. I don't know how it misses, but yeah, I launch an AIM-9L, launch another AIM-9L there, and launch the third AIM-9L. 2 kills, the last one got killed before the missile hit. So as you see, the AIM-9L is perfect because it has a very long range. And with that, you can actually get a lot of kills for people unsuspected that you are firing on them. So that's very, very good thing. AIM-7F got a reflection there from the bot. Try to fire AIM-9L. Too unrealistic, too optimistic. If it was an R60M, that's what I say. An R60M there would got the guy. So yeah, it's problematic. The R60M turns a lot sharper than AIM-9L, especially initially. But the AIM-9L is better for long range. So if you could carry both of them, it would be very, very OP. But yeah, that would be a very odd aircraft to fly, a Russian mixed with American, right? So yeah. And then the last guy was alive. We don't know where he is. I detected him on the airfield here. And yeah, guys, basically this will be the end of the video, killing the last guy. But yeah, it's a very, very fun aircraft, man. If you haven't played it because you are kind of scared of the 4th generation, just go out there. It's a very, very fun and enjoyable experience. You do need to keep in mind that these aircraft, they're not meant to be dogfighting MiG-29, so have that in mind. And also, just consider that you are like a interceptor. That would help a little bit. Try to stay fast when you are in a furball. Don't get into furballs. Just go fast and try to get people by surprise with the 9L and head-on kills with the 7F. This is going to be the most amazing thing ever. I was really hoping that they actually added the AAM-3, but I guess we cannot have everything that we want, right? The AIM-9L is still amazing, and I think the AAM-3 is a little bit better. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. I see you guys on the next one. I will be covering more stuff from the patch during this week. So yeah, subscribe. Trying to hit 15K. And I see you guys on the next one. So bye, guys. See ya.